Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to explore a subject that is often overlooked and misunderstood, the negative side effects of pornography on individuals and society as a whole. Pornography has become increasingly accessible in our digital age, and while it may seem harmless at first glance, it has profound consequences that can impact our mental, emotional, and social well-being. 1. Addiction and escalation. Pornography can lead to addiction, just like drugs or alcohol. The brain releases dopamine when exposed to sexual content, creating a pleasurable sensation. Over time, individuals may develop a tolerance, seeking more extreme or novel material to achieve the same level of satisfaction. It's a never-ending cycle that will take time away from you. Time that could have been better spent with family or improving your life. 2. Distorted perceptions of sex and intimacy. Regular consumption of pornography can warp one's perception of sex and intimacy. It presents unrealistic and scripted scenarios that do not reflect the complexity and depth of genuine human connection. This can create dissatisfaction in real-life relationships, leading to difficulties in forming and maintaining healthy bonds. Your brain cannot tell the difference whether you're having a real human connection or watching porn through a screen. Your brain will believe it's getting an overwhelming amount of female attraction. And staying in that fapping state is critical for the perpetuation of the human species. When in reality, you're just fapping away watching a grown man, not you, clap cheeks. 3. Negative body image and unrealistic expectations. Pornography often presents idealized bodies and exaggerated performances, fostering insecurities and body image issues. Viewers may compare themselves to unrealistic standards, feeling inadequate and unattractive. This can erode self-esteem and contribute to sexual performance anxiety. When you try to compare a real-world sexual experience with a stepsister seen on Pornhub, it's vastly different. On the natural normal sexual encounter, it's more down-to-earth, deeply intimate. You and your partner release oxytocin, which bonds you two as a pair of eternal lovers. On the other side of the coin, you have a 6-foot jacked animal pounding away on a poor woman, showing no mercy. While you're behind the screen being an eyewitness to an unrealistic sexual encounter. Which one of the two you believe will bring more satisfaction into your life? 4. Objectification and dehumanization. When you are overly fapped, your mind has sexual images and scenes living rent-free inside the mind. So, when you look at a woman walking down the street, you can't help but immediately put her in a Pornhub scene in your mind's eye. Right off the bat, she isn't Emily from Starbucks with a nice smile and a funny sense of humor. She's the naked woman in your mind's eye with all your possible fantasies being lived through her. It takes away the ability for you to see someone as a human, not a sex toy. Life isn't always about sex, it's many other things as well. 5. Impact on relationships and intimacy. Consuming pornography, for most, produces guilt. Once that post-nut clarity hits regret, shame, guilt smacks you right across the face. You can't even feel like you deserve the best in the world, you feel disgusted with yourself. This internal conflict happens to most, if not all, Pornhub addicts if you become aware of its negative effects. This shame becomes a part of your character, your family realizes it, your girlfriend realizes it, everybody will know you're not being the highest possible version of you. You can also end up having erectile dysfunction. It is caused by your brain being so used to having every sexual encounter experienced through a screen that when it comes time to do the real thing, your dong won't get the signal that it's time to party. It'll stay on standby until you make the change of quitting porn.